Let me take these precious moments to first congratulate the good students from Mangasa Academy, one of the best schools in my area, one of the best performing institutions. I want to thank the leadership and the teachers for the initiative. This is a noble idea where teachers and students join us in Count Assembly in a learning experience. It is worth telling my good teachers that this is the second institution this calendar year to visit our assembly for a learning exercise. So therefore, it is also good to recognize and appreciate the leadership of these institutions. I've learned that due to the CBC systems, now the leadership systems has changed. And now our students, our pupils in our schools are learning about governance issues. I think it's wise I just update some of them that in an assembly where we majorly do our work on legislation, where we represent our people, and where we get the authority to oversight what county government is implementing project, we follow the key statute, which is the Constitution 2010. Before the 2010 Constitution, Kenya had only one assembly, that is the National Assembly. After the 2010 Constitution, now Kenya has over 47 assemblies, the National Assembly and Senate. You are today privileged to come for this learning experience right here. At our time, we used to travel all the way to Nairobi. It was a rare scenario. Actually, getting the permission to enter an assembly then was not just a walk in the park. It was a very expensive, because traveling from Nairobi from our quarters was very expensive. So we are reaping the good experiences of the new constitution, that is the Constitution 2010, and that's why we have these default governments, the 48 of them. Our county being the first county which leads in matters of governance and civic education, and it is good to note that we are inviting even other assemblies to our assembly for learning experience, because we are way ahead of the rest. So, therefore, Honorable Speaker, at this juncture, I want to request my students, my teachers, to amply learn from the experience. At least they can get the first-hand information of how legislation is done, how laws are meant. And I think that is one of the advantages or the merits of the devolution. Because county government, unlike the national government, has two arms, where national government has an extra arm, the arm of the judiciary. As here we have the executive and the assembly. The assembly is an independent arm of county government which oversees the executive. And therefore, those among others, feel free to learn. Our students, you are the future leaders of this county. It is good to start learning as early as today. But I must insist that you must be disciplined, hardworking, because without discipline and hardworking, you cannot make to this assembly. We have an assembly which has over 90% of the members are professionals. We have PhD holders in this assembly. We have doctors in this assembly. Over 90% of the members of the assembly are professionals. So before seeing you or getting your way into this assembly, you must have gone through
well versed with the regulations of the assembly. But because of the tough economic times in our country, you might find someone doing things that is not aware. So if that happened, I'm quite sorry. And it was not my intention to do that.
Proceed to welcome the people.
So the students and teachers, it is quite encouraging and at lifting to see that you chose Makueni County Assembly to come and learn. It is actually, I'm just happy to see that yesterday we had a school from Kisau Kiteta. Today we have a school and learners from Mali. And it's encouraging to note that seeing is believing. And when the students and teachers come from far to come and learn from here, we should actually encourage them. If we have words of encouragement, we should give the students and teachers, and also share the small bits of success that we've attained. So teachers and pupils, if you've seen, I had to apologize for the mistake that happened. So you as well, if the honorable members are apologizing, it is good to learn that, to say sorry, to say please, to say thank you, the words that matter. So mine is just to say welcome and wish you a very successful learning session and all the best in your undertakings and also all the best in your future life. But know that in education, you have to accompany education with good discipline. So it is good to know that education without good discipline is equal to nothing. So all the best in your undertakings. Thank you.
Honorable Reuben Kavai, a member for Cascade Ward.
Yeah, honor goes to you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving this opportunity to warmly welcome students and teachers from Mwangaza School, that is from Mali. I am a friend of Honorable Kalelin, MCA for Cascade, as you have said. Also, Mr. Speaker, sir, I won't forget to thank you, being our speaker, an able speaker, that is from the neighboring ward of, from the neighboring ward, that is neighboring Honorable Khalid Mali. Mr. Speaker, it is my pleasure to warmly welcome you to the County Assembly of Makueni. We are honored to have you here. Those are the students and teachers, and I hope
they will have a great experience while here. They say education is the only equalizer. So I hope that they are taking their education seriously, their studies seriously, so that they can be anything. They can be anything in this nation and this world, because education is the key. I want to thank the teachers for taking care of them and for accompanying them and giving their all. As teachers, we do a lot. When I was a teacher in Boni Girls, as the speaker has said. I have taught girls just a little bit older than these kids in secondary school for like 7 years, and it was a great experience. Nurturing these pupils and students is a very satisfying experience, because you empty yourself for them, and you feel good when you see them grow and advance to higher levels, even higher than where we are. So I hope they will make their teachers proud, as well as their parents, and they will occupy these seats in future and other bigger seats. I wish them the best, and I thank them for coming to learn with us. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Jonathan Kimongo, second-term MCA, member for Mavindini Ward, chairperson, Public Accounts Committee.
Honorable Speaker, I had not requested to speak, but probably because I had done it, I can take the chance to again, and in a more clear way, welcome the teachers and students from Mwangasa School to this gracious place. and wish them the best. I have had mention of student leaders. I want to encourage you to lead from the front and to embrace the fact that leadership is inborn. As you begin to lead in your young age, you should aspire to be great leaders in this country. To our teachers, I want to appreciate you for nurturing our young boys and girls to a more useful citizens. I have a special place for teachers in my heart, because it's only a teacher who brings forth their subordinates, and they rejoice when they excel. Even in church, once a pastor grooms a young pastor, there are some pastors who would not feel good when this young pastor begins to do wonders more than him. In the political world, when a politician grooms a young politician, they begin to shine more than them, they may feel some disquiet. When a doctor brings forth another small doctor or a nurse, and at some point they begin to outgrow them, in most cases they would feel something. But a teacher would bring forth a student who, at the end of the day, becomes a doctor. And the teacher is happy about that doctor. The teacher would bring forth a young student who, with time, becomes a pilot. And the teacher would rejoice and encourage and support that pilot, unless many other professions that would not appreciate such a change of, a switch of positions. So I want to appreciate our teachers. They are doing a good job across the county and across the country, and I want to pray that the Lord will bless them. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Jonathan Mwaniki, SG Muungano Party.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, allow me to welcome teachers and pupils from Mwangaza Academy, which is in Mali Sultan Hamud municipality. Mr. Speaker, it's good to have visitors who are learning how parliaments operate in the country. And Kenya, being a Commonwealth country, we follow the Commonwealth procedures in our parliament, both in the National Assembly, the Senate, and the county assemblies. And as we have said, as the Secretary General of Muungano Party, I'm encouraged to see students and pupils, and teachers coming to visit our assembly to learn about government. As a speaker, the other day we had students from Makueni House, and there was a teacher who is teaching history and government. I don't know, when we were in primary school, we used to call it civics. I don't know how it is called, because many days ago. My grandkids are the ones who are in school, and I think their parents understand better. And even the other, it is called CBC. And it is good them visiting. Mr. Speaker, I have talked about Mali Sultanamot municipality. It's good for the teachers and people to note that the process of developing the municipality was done by the executive, and the county assembly did the public participation. We looked into all issues that pertain the making of a municipality, and we approved the municipality. So it's good to have pupils from Emali ward, which is in Emali Sultanahmud municipality. So far, we have only 2 municipalities. We have Wote municipality, we have Emali Sultanahmud municipality, and the speaker, the other one is in process. That is the Boni Care municipality. That will encompass Konza, around Konza and Boni. Then we are thinking about Kibwezi and Mutitwande municipalities. And Mr. Speaker, the municipalities that we are creating will actually benefit 100% the pupils who are in this age, Mr. Speaker. So they will be the most beneficiaries of what we are doing. So it's good to know that we approve everything that takes place in the assembly or the county, the budget, the regulations, even appointments by the governor are approved by this assembly. So as the member for Emali Mulala said, we work, we are 2 arms, the assembly and the executive, and we work together harmoniously. Anything they want to develop has to land here so that we can check it as they over, because our work is to oversight, to legislate, and to represent, so that we can approve or disapprove with recommendations. We don't disapprove anything without a recommendation. Either take it back, amend it, you bring it to us in the correct manner, following the law, so that we can approve. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, the time now being 15:17 hours. This assembly stands adjourned until Monday, 3rd March 2025 at 2:30 p.m.